Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're here with Nikki, Renee Daniels, and Jeff Kready. You might have seen Nikki in Aida, Nine, The Look of Love, Children and Art, Lestat, Les Mis, Promises, Promises, Anything Goes, Porgy and Bess, The Book of Mormon and Company. You might have seen Jeff in Les Mis, Sunday in the Park with George, Billy Elliot the Musical, A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder, Tootsie and Company, and Annie Live. This episode is another one of our special company-themed interviews. Let's get on with the video. Here we go! Broadway time! How did you guys meet?
We met doing Les Mis together on Broadway in 2006.
Yeah, we were in the first Broadway revival of Les Miserables.
That's cool. And what is a show would you love to do together?
We've always said we'd love to do Sunday in the Park with George.
Yeah, Sunday in the Park. I was in the 2008 revival of Sunday in the Park at the Roundabout, and it was such an amazing experience, and I was so glad to be there and get to work with Stephen Sondheim on that show. It's an experience I'll never forget, and yeah, hopefully someday we can do that show together.
That'd be so awesome. Nikki, what was it like doing Porgy and Bess?
Oh, wow. I mean, it was an incredible experience. It was my first Broadway role, first time playing and originating a role, and I got to do it with Audra McDonald, who has always been my all-time idol, still is. So to get to sort of create a new version of a show that I've always loved was really, really neat.
I like that. Jeff, what was it like doing Annie live?
Oh my gosh. That was such a learning experience because I had no idea what an undertaking doing a live musical would be. Like I didn't think about how do you do a scene change, a set change when you're still live, and it was extraordinary to watch them maneuver the camera so that just off of screen there would be 20 crew guys breaking down one set and putting up another. It was all so intricately timed. It was amazing. It was an extraordinary thing to watch, and to be with that cast. Everybody was so talented. It was a lot of fun.
And I mean, what was it like doing the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade?
That was a dream come true. I've always wanted it since I was your age. I dreamed about being in the Macy's parade. I watched it every year. The Broadway part specifically, just imagining like what would that be like. And so yes, it was actually a dream come true to get to drive that car. I got to drive a car to start the parade and then dance on the star in front of that turkey. Like it was a dream come true.
Early hours too, right?
Oh yeah. I had to get up at 4 that morning.
Wow.
Oh my God.
So that I could be there. It was worth it though. It was completely worth it.
Nikki, what was it like making history in Company earlier this year?
Oh, well, I mean, it was... I was honestly really surprised at all of the attention that it got. To me, I was just kind of doing my job going on as an understudy, but at the same time, to be the first African-American to play that role, male or female, on Broadway was really a cool experience. I mean, the show's been around for 50 years, and so, especially with Bobby now being a woman, it was just so special and really great, and the cast was amazing, and I had so many friends and colleagues come and support me. It was really like my wildest dream come true.
And she was extraordinary. She was so good in the part, and I was so proud.
Yeah, on our website, BroadwayTimeOnline.com, we wrote about it on our Broadway news area, and we thought it was so awesome.
I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, we have the interview here. And I was like, we have to get her on the show. Mm-hmm. So, yes.
Amazing.
Jeff, how did you end up joining Company?
That was crazy. I had auditioned for the show 3 years ago, and then I didn't get it, and I put it out of my mind, and she got it, and I was so excited, and I was there for opening night, and then, like 2 weeks after opening...
It was like the day after Christmas, wasn't it, before? It was like right around Christmas
right before Christmas, right. They had to cancel one show, not due to COVID even, while everybody else was canceling because of COVID. They had to cancel because of a stomach bug.
Yeah, two of the male actors had stomach bugs, and it just worked out that the coverage didn't
So they realized they didn't have quite enough coverage, and especially with COVID and everything, they wanted to have some extra coverage. So they called me on a Saturday morning and said, "Can you start rehearsal today to learn 10 tracks?" And I said, "No, I can't do that." I had never covered this many roles. The most I had ever done was 3 in Sunday in the Park. And usually when I've understudied or been a standby, it's for one role. You know, like it's a different thing to do one role as opposed to 10.
Right.
And so I said, "No, thank you very much." And I don't know. Then in the end, the opportunity to be back on Broadway after a year and a half of no work and to do a show with Nikki, it was too much to pass up. So it's been a fun experience. I've learned a lot, and it's like my favorite kind of movies and books have always been the kinds where you get to see the plot unfold from different points of view. You know, like you see it from one character and then the next chapter is from another character's point of view. And I feel like that's my job right now, is that I get to help tell the same story, but from 10 different points of view. And I have learned so much about myself and about the show, and by having this opportunity to do it. I'm glad that I'm there. Really honored to be a part of it.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't you best friends with Tally Sessions?
Oh, don't wrap me in with him. Yes, no, Tally is a dear friend of mine. We first met doing Carousel at Goodspeed in 2012. So we were roommates up there and have been close friends ever since. We've done a cabaret together, but we've never gotten to work on Broadway together. And so, now we're in the building, we're in rehearsal together day in, day out. He can't get enough of me, is the thing.
Nikki, what was it like doing the Book of Mormon?
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. It was probably the most fun show I've ever done. You know, the audiences just loved it. It was shorter. It wasn't the 3-hour, Hamilton / Les Mis experience.
Love a short show.
Yeah. And the role was just great. It was like perfect, especially having kids. Like, it was like just enough, like get my own song and get to do a bunch of stuff, but also you have some time in your dressing room to sit for a minute and read a magazine or whatever. But no, I loved it. It was great, and it was a lot of fun.
It was also the first time that you'd done like a long run.
Yeah, it was the longest by far I've ever done. I did it almost 4 years. I took a 10-month maternity leave to have my our second daughter, Louise. But yeah, I was in it for about 4 years. Other than that, and honestly, it was fun the whole time. Like, I really didn't ever get tired of it. I saw so many different understudies, and I went on with so many different people in the different roles as they recast over the years, and it was a lot of fun. And the people in the show were really great, and some of them still my great friends.
That's cool. And then you both did this the South Park musical situation.
Oh yes, I loved it.
What was that? What was
so
that
good.
like?
Oh, you're too young to watch that. It's so filthy.
No, wait. Okay, I'm 18 and he's
I'm 14.
So we're not that young.
Well, but we saw it on TikTok.
Yes, he did.
And I immediately sent it to her, and I was like, "This is hilarious."
And they just kept like watching them back to back to back to back to back. So yeah.
What was that like?
It was fun. That was kind of through the Book of Mormon connection, because the music supervisor from the Book of Mormon and the producers from the Book of Mormon were the same ones that do South Park. So the writers of South Park hired them to sort of put this together, and the music director texted me and was like, "Do you have a connection with Tamar Green? Because I really want him to do this." So I connected them, and then we all got to do it together, and it was really short. Actually, we got the music on a Saturday, and we recorded it on a Sunday, I think, and then a week later, or that Monday? Was it that Monday?
It was.
It was the next day.
Yeah.
It was all within 3 days that we got the music, and those songs are kind of wordsy and hard.
Yeah.
Y'all talk fast on one of those songs. I don't know what song it is. It was you guys
It was the Kyle's mom.
Yeah,
one.
he was like, blah, 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 blah. I was like, I don't know
my
how.
main feature, and I also am not really a South Park fan. Don't tell my Mormon friends. So I didn't know the songs. I just wasn't familiar with them at all. So.
And then when you have a camera in your face, because once they started doing close-ups, the camera was right there, and you realized you had no place to hide and we were under a time crunch.
We had to get
it was
out
you get one shot to do it. It was a lot of pressure, but it was so much fun. And the rehearsal that one day of rehearsal and recording was the funniest rehearsal that I've ever been in.
Yeah, like setting cutoffs and stuff to those lyrics.
To those filthy lyrics that I'm not going to say on your show.
Yes.
When he would say, okay, go ahead and take it back to, and we were like dying laughing at the things that were being said.
I don't know how y'all kept a straight face. I would have been like cracking the whole time. Me and Joe were just like laughing.
It was so
and
funny.
Mom was like, "What are you guys watching?" And we were like, "Nothing.
Don't worry about it."
Oh no. It was funny.
Yeah.
But now we have some special company questions that are related to the company songs. So the first one is related to being alive, and it is, what is something that you need to be alive?
As Bobby or just as...
In general, in your life.
As you.
Our family.
Yeah, I need our family. I was going to say family time.
Yeah.
We got so used during the pandemic to being together all the time, which was good because...
With our 2 daughters. We have 2 daughters, Lena and Louise. They're 5 and 8.
Yeah, and right before the pandemic, Nikki had been in Chicago doing...
Hamilton for 9 months.
And so she was doing that, and I was doing Tootsie here and had the girls, and she was commuting back and forth. So she would do a Sunday matinee, fly back to New York on Sunday night, be here Monday, and then fly back to Chicago Tuesday morning.
Yeah, I did that like 35 times.
That's crazy.
And then over the summer, the girls stayed in Chicago, and he flew back and forth doing Tootsie to Chicago to see us. So it was a crazy year. So when they first said, we're shutting down for a month, because I finished Hamilton on January 5th and started company on January 6th of 2020.
She closed the Chicago company, flew back that night, and started rehearsal the next morning.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Yeah. So I thought, well, at least I'm, in the same city, like even though I'm starting a new show, but it just felt like I was still hardly getting to see them because by the time I got home from rehearsal, it was almost bedtime. And so anyway, when we finally, when they said we were having a month off, as they said, they suspended the Broadway shows until April or whatever. I thought, this will be actually kind of nice to get like a month to just reconnect.
Yeah.
18 months later, so we had a lot of quality family time.
We did.
I'm sure you did.
Yes, yeah. We I think we're like very close. Like we were close before, but like my dad also like he works pretty far from where we live, so he comes home, we're asleep, we see him. When we wake up, we see him in the morning. That's it. But like during the pandemic, it was like we were like together every day.
And that's when we created Broadway time because
Yeah.
we were so bored and we both love Broadway, so we had to do something.
And we live in like the woods, so like we're not really around anything, so it's just us. It's just us.
Yeah.
So it was good. We had a good time. I still miss it because it's like even now that we're back and everything's opening back up, like it's not the same. Like we're eating together, we go to wake up. You know what I mean? So, but yeah.
There were some good things about the pandemic.
Yeah,
There were. But now that we're both back at work, our daughters are like, "What? What do you mean you're both gone?"
Yeah, they're like surprised every day when we're like, I have a show. And you're like, every week.
You have
Monday is the day off, and then, but...
Okay, ladies who lunched, who are 5 people you would love to lunch with, dead or alive?
Wow.
Okay, Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Michelle Obama.
Oprah.
Leo Obama. Yeah, it's just like all of the Obama family.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get that out of the way right now. What else?
I have always wanted to meet George Gershwin.
Ooh, okay. Yes.
He was on my mind lately because Nikki just did this concert with Philly Pops last weekend. It was a Gershwin concert, and I actually thought about that very thing. I was like, what a fascinating man to write such disparate music.
Right,
I would love to hear his insights into music. I would love to meet George Gershwin.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cicely Tyson, maybe.
Okay.
Yes, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, it's her, but what a legend. I would love to hear what it was like for her coming up as an actress. I kind of want to read her book. She just released her autobiography just came out.
Okay.
And Gene Kelly was my idol. I watched Singing in the Rain literally every day over the summer between my sophomore year and junior year of high school. He was my inspiration. He's the reason that I became a tap dancer and wanted to do this. So, man, I wish that I had the opportunity to meet him. I would love to have lunch with Gene Kelly.
Okay.
Another 100 people. What is the craziest thing you've seen on a train or subway station?
Oh, gosh.
Okay, I'll never forget my first time riding the train during the pandemic. I had to run an errand to Midtown in April or early May of the pandemic. So it was all fresh. And I walked down because I was nervous about riding the subway at all at that point. Right. So I walked from our apartment in Harlem down to Times Square, which was fine. It took me like an hour and 20 minutes or whatever. When I got to Times Square, I could count. I was on the steps at Duffy Square, you know, the TKTS booth.
Yeah.
I could count 11 other people in Times Square from where I was standing.
Wow.
It was insane. It was like a movie. And then I ran my errand and then had to take the train back because I was carrying some stuff. And when I got on the train, this dude sitting on the train, he was the only other person on the C train. He was trying to light a cigarette and he couldn't get it to light, so he took a newspaper and he rolled it up and he lit the newspaper on fire like a torch and lit his cigarette from a torch. I'm not even, and then proceeded to just like drop the newspaper and stamp it out and smoke openly on the train. And I was like, wow, this is end of days.
Oh my God.
End of days.
Yeah. What about you, Nikki? Do you have a story?
I don't know if I have anything to top that. I mean, we see crazy stuff all the time.
Every day.
I think, well, what I've seen on YouTube, there's that rat carrying around.
Yes! Oh my God.
The rat man?
Yes! He's like jumping on stuff.
That's old school. That's old school.
That to me is the worst.
She
but I have seen a rat on
not
the train before, and everyone jumped up on the seats, and it was like running around on the train.
I saw a video, I think on TikTok. TikTok has been like where you find videos, like crazy videos lately. So I saw like the guy was like sleeping, he was like in New York, and like a rat was just like crawling on him. Like people were like looking at him. He was just sleeping. It was just like on him. I was like, no. I would have been like, hey buddy, you like no, they were like not helping him out. They were just like letting that rat like just crawl over him while he was like in a deep slumber. I don't know. I would have.
She is deathly afraid of rodents.
Yeah, even a tiny mouse.
Like a tiny mouse. One time, when I was doing Billy Elliot, my dresser, at intermission, I never took my phone with me downstairs, and my dresser came to me at intermission, and she was like, Nikki says to call right away. And I was like, oh my God, it's truly an emergency, because she's never done this before. So I ran upstairs to my phone, I was like, are you okay? And she was like, there's a mouse in the apartment, and you need to get home immediately. So I sprinted home after the show, and this was 3 hours later. She was still in a ball on the couch like this. And she was like, now you're here, I really have to pee. You go stamp around and make sure the mouse isn't in the bathroom. That's how afraid she is.
Yeah.
So then when she did Modern Love, that was her...
Oh, right.
Ironically, art imitated life. She did an episode of Modern Love.
Yeah, over the pandemic, and my character had to be afraid of a rat.
Oh,
okay.
But literally, they had this like trained rat that was going to like grab some pizza, and they would let it out of the cage, and we had to like run up and react to it. So
a trained rat.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, our mother is very, very scared of mice and all that stuff too. So.
So no hamsters in your household.
No, I can't even get a ferret. It looks too similar. She said. She's like, no ferret, no hamsters, no guinea pigs, none of that. So we have a dog. That's it. That's how far she would go. She gets very scared. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Company. Who is a castmate from any Broadway show you've been in that has been the best company at any time?
Well, my best friend from high school actually and I got to do the Book of Mormon together.
Really?
My friend Randy. Yeah, we've been friends. I moved to Atlanta when I was a sophomore in high school, and I went to performing arts school, and we did show choir together and all that, and we've been friends ever since. So when he was cast in the Broadway company in Mormon, we got to do the show together so many times, and it was so neat, like and unexpected. Like if you would have told us when we were 15 that like fast forward 20 years and you'll be on Broadway together, it would have been like crazy. So that's mine, I guess.
I feel like Jefferson Mays sticks out in my head because he was when I played Monty and was opposite him, I learned from him every single night. He's one of those extraordinary actors who is very consistent on stage and doesn't change stuff just to change stuff, but finds a new interpretation of the role almost every night, while being extremely consistent and giving everyone what they need. He was an amazing performer on stage and a dear friend off stage. I don't know. You work with people like that, and you think, that's what I want to be like.
Right.
You know, he's aspirational to me. So he's definitely a person that sticks out in my mind.
Also, just getting to watch Patty and Audra on stage like this, you know, and just watching them work, like in Ladies Who Lunch, in the club scene, you know, we're all just sort of background in that scene, but at least a couple times a week I like cheat myself so that I can watch her sing Ladies Who Lunch, because I'm like, this is like Broadway history right now. You know, she keeps saying this is her last musical. So, you know, I'm like, if this is her last musical, here I am, like right here for the front row seat.
Yeah. Is she fun backstage?
She is. She's hilarious. Always like inviting people up for snacks, and she's got a popcorn machine, and she's just, you know, she's one of the ensemble. She's always felt like she's an ensemble actor, and
love that.
that's what she's like.
So now we can play a game. We have 2 games. The first one is put a finger down. So start with 10 fingers, and we'll give you like a theater prompt, and you'll put a finger down.
Second game is guess the musical. It could be like a song title, a song lyric, kind of like anything with the song in the musical. I mean, if you don't get the first time, give you clues.
So you can do the first game or the second game.
Forget it. She's going to destroy me on this. She's a theater nerd. Okay. All right.
So which one do you guys want to do?
What do? We put a finger down on the table?
Like you have 10 fingers and you like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Put a finger down if you've been rejected. No. Put a finger down if you rejected plans because of rehearsal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you can show us the fingers too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. Definitely. 100%.
Wait, are we putting them down?
Yeah, start with 10 and then you just put it down once you
Okay.
Okay, yes.
Oh, definitely.
Put a finger down if you cried at closing night.
Yeah. Which is funny
it's
that
always
you
surprising to me when it happens.
Because she doesn't really...
I'm not a big crier.
Yeah, same.
I'm the crier. I cry like at a commercial that sets me off the wrong way. So the fact that she cries at closings is funny.
Put a finger down if you've been noticed on the street.
Yeah.
Put a finger down if you've seen a famous person came to your show.
All the time, especially when you're in a show like Company right now. Everybody wants to see it, so there's been lots of people,
Put a finger down if you've interacted with that theater person.
With the person that came to see the show?
Well, think of that theater person as like the person that wants all the attention, like Rachel Berry from Glee. Yeah. Like that type of person.
Yes. Put a finger down if you ever burped or farted on stage.
Oh.
Never.
All the time.
Really?
Yes!
I'm kidding.
Put a finger down if you've fallen on stage.
Yep. There's a Facebook group called I've Fallen on Broadway.
Oh.
People share their stories.
Put a finger down if your voice cracked on the show.
Yeah.
Put a finger down if you've gotten gifts from fans.
Yeah.
Yes. It's so lovely and surprising and wonderful.
Put a finger down if you played multiple roles in the show.
Yeah.
Wait, multiple roles in a show? What do you mean?
Like, I played with Priest and Jenny.
Oh, okay.
And I understudied Bobby, that's 3.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Yeah. So,
right.
You got all fingers down.
Yeah, you got all of them down.
Yeah, and you got one left.
Well, I don't think that I've fallen on stage that I could... Oh, wait! Well, yours was... Promises?
Yeah, Promises.
Promises.
Yeah.
That's right.
You gotta have to tell us about the falling on stage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, I had to dance in Promises, which was unfortunate. Like, really dance, like Rob Ashford dance. Different than what we do in Company, like actual with dancers.
Yeah.
And there was
And she did great. She was really terrific.
I was always way in the back or way at the top of the steps, or far from the audience. But so there was like a thing where we had to do like turns around this like desk or table, and I was turning, and my heel got caught in the hem of my skirt. And I turned and I fell, but thankfully it was behind the table.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, okay.
So
Popped right back up.
I fell behind the table and then like jumped up and like finished the turns and all that.
Good.
And everyone that was on the either side of me was dying.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's good. At least no one saw it, because we've heard some very
bad stories.
Bad falling on stage. Someone got cut on stage in the audience. Not even like an actor.
It was an audience member. Like in SpongeBob, someone like had a big symbol and they were playing it, and it came off the strap.
And cut someone.
Cut their head. Yeah.
So.
No.
Yeah.
And then, Nikki, you mentioned the priest. How did that come about? Like, how did you become the priest and getting married?
When I auditioned, they were casting Jenny and Susan, and they knew that either Jenny or Susan had to be the priest. So I sang the material in the audition, and I won that track. They did it in London. I think Susan was the priest in London. But yeah, they had already sort of worked out the number in the London production, so I didn't have too much more to add other than figuring out all the magic. If you haven't seen the show, there's magic.
Yeah.
There is magic.
And a lot of people don't know it's me, actually. Rashidra keeps saying that people think she's the priest.
Oh, okay, I can see.
Yeah. Listed in the program.
Yeah.
And I have, completely different looks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One time I was watching the show from the audience, and the couple behind me at intermission, they said, "Wow, that number and the woman that played the priest, was that just a cameo? Does she do anything else in the show? Wow, what a great role to just come on and do that one thing."
Yeah.
friend was like, "I can't believe they hired an opera singer to just come out and be the priest."
That's kind of like a compliment. I would take that. Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Transformation.
Mm-hmm. I have a question for both of you. So, what's like a best gift you got from a fan?
Best
I
gift.
always like getting the fan art,
Okay.
the drawings and stuff that they do. I got a really cute one as an Abalungi that I think I still have, or maybe I gave it to my replacement. I can't remember, but I have a picture of it at least. Just a really cute picture of Abalungi smiling.
Oh, that's cool.
I feel like I've gotten some cute coffee mugs and some little tchotchkes and stuff that people bring, that it's not the items itself. I think the part that you respond to is how much love they're given with,
Yeah.
And I can remember a little girl that gave me something during Gentleman's Guide that you could just tell she was so happy to give it to somebody. And it resonates because I think about when I was coming to New York, when I was in high school and college and and my favorite thing about going to the stage door after the show was not necessarily meeting somebody and seeing them at the stage door. My favorite part was always watching them walk away and walk from the stage door and just like disappear into New York City streets, having just started on Broadway, and then they go and they walk and nobody even knows.
Yeah, no one. Yeah, that's true.
Nobody has any idea. And that was always my favorite part about watching the stage door after the show. And I still kind of get a kick out of it now when I'm not on stage and I walk out of the stage door and nobody knows who I am. And that I like the anonymity of theater. Like movie stars, Tom Cruise can't go anywhere.
No.
He can do anything.
Yeah.
We get to do this great thing and then just kind of be regular people, that's nice.
Yes.
But that's it.
Yep, we're done.
Whoa, look
I
at
know.
that.
Yes.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
Remember to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you can get every update.
And make sure to check out Broadway Time Online to get Broadway's latest news and check out all of our interviews. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.